Good morning. This is Debra V. Wilson. It is Tuesday, the 13th of February 2018. The time is 400 hours and 52 minutes, and that's GMT minus 6. And I am still smack dab in the middle of North America in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and that is in Canada. Today's podcast is one of two around Sinn Féin's recent special, Ard Fheis, which was on Saturday, the 10th of February 2018, to elect Mary Lou McDonald, the new leader of Sinn Féin, and Michelle O'Neill, the new deputy leader of Sinn Féin. This first podcast will look at the music that Sinn Féin, the party, chose for the Ard Fheis, and the second one will be through a gender lens what it means and the responses to the selection of two women to handle that was a little bit Freudian, to now handle the branding and the operations of Sinn Féin, the political party. For me, one of the more powerful tools that music gives you is the ability to communicate an emotion, a belief system, a brand. The other thing that is very powerful about music is to communicate that on a shared basis. So as one person, you can listen to music and have those experiences of learning and receiving messaging. And you can also have that in a group setting. And music can serve as a bonding tool. So I decided to look at the music and show the music from the recent special conference, Sinn Féin's recent special conference, to illustrate the ways in which humanity does communicate who and what who we are, what our histories are, how we see ourselves now, our identity, our collective identity, where we seek to go. It's a powerful tool and a quite effective tool for a political party. Sinn Féin is not alone in utilizing music to communicate self. I think because of the very strong views many people have of Sinn Féin, the political party, I think it's particularly interesting the music they chose to share. I uploaded this information from their Facebook video, which is public for anyone to see. So it's not just messaging that they were communicating to the party or to a particular region of the world. It was literally globally announcing, as they made this change in party leadership, this is who and what we are. I am glad that Sinn Féin exists. I'm glad that the war is over. I lived in Dundalk in the tail end of the Troubles in the late 1990s. I'm very pleased to see the two people who are quite capable with tremendous collective and individual skill sets, that's Mary Lou McDonald and Michelle O'Neill, are now at the helm of Sinn Féin. I think it's fitting. I think it's more than timely and more than time. So I'm looking forward to this political party continuing to grow, continuing to engage with a myriad of persons that are now define themselves as Irish. Historical Irish nationals, as well as newcomers, as well as myriad of people. And I think the music gives you the opportunity to understand at the very least, irregardless of what you think about Sinn Féin, and I know there are quite strong opinions, pro and con, about the political party. I have never heard an opinion that was somewhere in the Midlands, that very strong one way or the other. I would still ask you to take a look and listen to my podcast, listen to their selection of music, and understand, at the very least, how the party sees itself now, how the party understands its history, and how the party is reaching out in its journey to go forward through the utilization and the selection of music. The podcast is approximately 30 minutes. I think it's an easy watch because it involves listening to music, and I think it's quite edifying, and I always think it's a good experience and a worthwhile experience to learn just a little bit more about ways in which we are all in this grouping called humanity. No matter how complicated and complex things can become at times, and they do become complex and complicated at times. Nevertheless, we always have to find a way to go forward in a constructive, functional manner. So I would ask you to take a listen and a look at the video. And again, at the very least, listen to the music and come to your own conclusions and understanding of how Sinn Féin, the political party, is seeking to communicate its brand, its history, and its goals going forward. This is Debra V. Wilson. Thank you.